Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here. We had CPI, PPI, and all the IEIs. EIEIO. We had all the reports this week. It was a good week to do nothing if you really, didn't see any actionable signals. But we're going to get into the charts and do this thing. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift bonus vid. Let's check it out. All right, so we don't have a lot to look at this week. Let's do the broader averages, and then we'll go down what we see for the weekly watch list. Now, when I trade, I have all 4 time frames up just like this. This shows me what?
Time frame continuity.
That's right, time frame continuity. All right, the 4 major time frames are the month, the week, the daily, and the 60. If you're a day trader, this is very important for you as well. All right, you need to know what's going on. This week, they're trying to go 3-2 up on the week for next week. They did take them down, but they're slowly moving them back up. Honestly, I think what's going on is, but there's very low participation right here. You see the money flow. They're not really putting their money in this thing, all right? The money flow measures price. It combines price and volume, all right? So there's not a lot of participation here. We're not using this money flow for overbought and oversold signals. What we're using this for is just more evidence of the participation groups. Right now they're not doing a whole bunch. So I think what's going on is the entire market's waiting on the inauguration. I thought they were waiting on CPI, PPI, a consumer price index, production price index as well, but then they did nothing really. Dow Jones a little better. All right, QQQ moving to the highs, but not a lot of participation here. All right, be careful. Utilities to the highs, all right? The buyers are up in this mug, all right? You have to pay your electricity bill. You have to pay your water bill. You have to pay your trash, trash and sewer, wherever you're at. I know it works different in other states, all right? But you have to do that, all right? Going to the highs, all right? So looking at that. XRT retail not doing really well. All right, not doing well. Kohl's is shutting down 27 stores. Black Friday did not do well with most major businesses, and then also Cyber Monday not doing a whole bunch. All right, the allure of a day, like for example Black Friday. You get these deals right now. Well, then people turned into well, you get the deals week before Black Friday, and then it turned into you get them 2 weeks before. Now you see Black Friday deals starting in October, the beginning of the quarter. All right, so people are number one, they're exhausted from looking at that kind of stuff. Number two, they're starting to realize, oh, okay, this Run DMC shirt that you got on for 75% off, really, really that's the cost of the shirt for real. And you guys been jacking up the prices. You know what I mean? So anyway, XLK Tech looking the same as QQQ, moving to the highs, but not a lot of participation in here. XLE, definitely buyers in here. All right, definitely buyers. Go watch the full episode of the Weekend Shift where I go over this entire ETF watch list. Definitely going to the highs. There's buyers in here. Biotech doing nothing. Healthcare was doing okay. All right, but it's starting to fall off. So shooter on the week on healthcare. Shooter on the week. XLP not doing a whole bunch. Possible 2-2 reversal back up on the week, but it's not doing a whole bunch. All right, be careful there. All right, and then shake them ahead with semiconductors doing nothing still. And then RSP, I forgot to talk about this in the full episode of the Weekend Shift, but this is good. This is RSP is the simple, right? You see it right here. S&P 500 equal weighted. All right, so that means all the stocks in the ETF are weighted the same. All right, weighted the same. And you got buyers in here, and it is bullish. All right, They are putting their money in this. Why is this good? It shows that the average stock, the average, Ford, the average stocks, the little guys, the big guys and the little guys overall are doing pretty well. All right, that's good. We want to see that. Let's go over our weekly watch list really fast because we don't have a lot. Palantir, inside on the month. No. 2 down on the month. Trying to move back up. Possible 322 back up. Oxy, same thing. Let me slow down. Sorry. Oxy, hammer and force on the week. Shooter, hammer and force on the month. Shooter on the week. Sorry. I had a lot of coffee. Hammer and force on the month, shooter on the week. Let's see what they want to do. All right, if that goes in force below $51.46, the magnitude's $50.66. OKLO, possible 2-2 reversal back up, and it is 2 up on the month. I don't know what that stock is. Do your research. Nvidia, possible 2-2 reversal back up above 138.70, but as you can see, just like SMH on the month, not doing a whole bunch. MU, possible 2-2 reversal back up through this level of reclaim here. The magnitude is going to be 112.31. IONQ, don't know much about this, but possible 312 reversal back up. Amazon, possible 322 back up, and it is green on the month. AMD, possible 322 back up on this, but we need to be careful with this. Why? It's red on the month, but look at the year. All right, it did go 2-2 reversal down on the year. Shooter in force on the year. Now it popped back up a little bit, so technically it's not in force anymore. But if they really want to start dropping AMD like a bad habit, the magnitude on this thing is $60. All right, it's $60. Ouch. If you like to trade options, you can look at that. All right. Something that we did talk about. Let's flip it. That's the weekly watch list for this week. One thing I did talk about on the weekend shift extensively is I know I've been going on the warpath on options. I know that. All right. But at the beginning of the year, or at the end of the year, beginning of the year, in that time frame, people, a lot of messages to me, and a lot of them are like, hey, I'm in the hole big time with options. All right, so, and I gave them I'm not a financial advisor, so I did not give them any advice. What I did say, okay, this is, you need to start moving the stocks. You need to rebuild your confidence back up, and so you know what you're doing, because I know you do. Talking through these charts with you, I know you know what you're doing. All right, but you need to give it a break on these options. That's what I told a lot of them. Get in these stocks. If you're a first, so I did go on the warpath on the options. All right, now I've curbed that and narrowed that down to just first-year traders. If you're a first-year trader, do not trade options. You can learn it from these guys. You can paper trade it. You can, that's what I suggest. Learn all about it. Paper trade all over it. Practice. But don't get in there thinking that, it ain't going to happen to me, because it more than likely will. All right, you will get wrecked on these options, and those guys that are telling you, yeah, you could do it as a first-year trader, will not have anything to say to you when you're in the hole. They'll just go, well, I guess trading's not for you. Well, I guess options ain't for you. Trading's not for everybody. Bull crap. All right. I'm kind of like that chef in Ratatouille. I believe everybody can cook. Everybody can trade. All right, it's about teaching it right and doing it right. All right, and so that was my rant, and you guys experienced all of that. All right, so if you're a first-year trader, leave it alone. If you've been in this 2 years, 3 years, you've been doing this for 10 years, and you're still having a persistent problem with options, maybe give it a rest. Maybe do something else. Maybe trade stocks. Maybe trade. There's futures, there's crypto. For me, for example, I do trade options, but I trade them sparingly. All right, my main go-to when the market's just diving to the lows is futures, or when it's just jacking up to the highs for no reason, it's futures. They're micro futures, all right? That's what I do. But I do trade options, but I do it sparingly, so that means not all the time. Not all the time. I have my biggest winning positions using stocks, and creating that winning position, adding to it, and continuing to manage my position. Having said all that, I'm doing a webinar this weekend on January 22nd, which is next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. EST. That's Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be going over the entire Strat, the entire trading strategy, all at one time. It's about 3 hours long, but along with that, it is 3 hours long. There's going to be live students in there, and it's interactive, and we're going to be looking through charts. We're going to be going through lessons, doing practical exercises, going through lessons, answering questions, looking at live charts, how to create winning positions, how to use the 3 universal truths to create winning positions, add to them, defend them with tight stops. We're going to be talking about trading psychology and the mentality that you need to be profitable. We're going to, at the end of the entire training, you have to show me a trading idea or a trading plan for either the next day or the next week. That's what it ends with. And you have to go through all 3 universal truths and tell us all why this stock that you're looking at has an actionable signal, and why, and where you would get in, where you're going to put your stop, and what you're looking for as the profit target. All right, all of that in one night. It's a good time. We do a lot of laughing and a lot of learning. All right, so come for the jokes, stay for the stocks. Anyway, this is the Strat Soldier. Go check it out at thestratsoldier.com. I also have a one-on-one session on there for the 23rd, so get in there. The webinar is limited to 10 people, so it's a small group, and you get the attention that you need. Everybody has to talk. Everybody has to participate. All right, and so that's what makes it fun, though. And then you get a recording and the slides. And then when it comes to the one-on-one, you also get a recording, and we talk about what's been working with you, what's been working for you, what's not been working. We go over some of your trades. I do not need to know. I don't even want to know what your account size is. I don't care. What I care about is, are you creating winning positions, added to them, and defending them with tight stops? All right. Are you holding losers? What's a loser? Maybe you don't. Maybe watching all of this, you're like, he's not really saying what a losing position is. Let's talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it. So, because I want you to win. I want you to win. You. All right. You. I'm gonna end this video. I'm trying not to rant, but I care about you and your positions and your trading. All right, your trading. So my tweets are not for everybody. My videos are not for everybody. I'm not trying to go viral. What I'm trying to do is just get the message in your head. This is a way that does work. You can do this. You can do it. All right. And you see funny memes. You see funny things, because I like to be funny. I think that's a great learning tool. All right. And because you have to connect emotion with the teaching for it to stick. So if me posting a 2-2 reversal down on something and a funny GIF along with it, or a funny thing along with it, makes you remember the next time you see that thing on the charts and it's live and you're going, I know what that is. That's a 3-1-2 up. I know what that is. I was laughing at that over Saturday. If that's what makes it click in your mind, that's what I want to do. That's what I want. All right. So this is the Strat Soldier. It's about a 14-minute video, pretty short, and this is for the people that don't have time to watch the entire weekend shift episode. I suggest you go watch it because it is fun, and I am talking about a lot more in there. All right, so go check out thestratsoldier.com. This is Strat Soldier with the weekend shift bonus event. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.